Hello. So I'm going to do the technology thing first, and then it is done, and then we will get into it. I'll give people a chance to come in. Now I don't know how many people will get, but I'm hoping that lots of people join in this year. Um. Here. Hi, Helen. So group. I'm just doing the technology thing, and then I shall be right with you. Right, so it's first Colour Your World of 2025. I am so excited. The lineup is awesome. What else I've decided to do with it? Hi Jane, hi Kim. Is lots of other stuff, but just I'll start off again because I did the technology thing. So hi, I am Emma from Emma's Happy Place Arts and Crafts. I do have a Facebook group which is on the screen now, which I think you should join. And if you can't, it really doesn't matter. But if you join, you can share your makes for Colour Your World to the group for everybody to see. And also, everybody's so helpful there and wonderful and talented, and anything that you need, there's always somebody around. I also have a website which is there, which you can scroll through at your leisure. And with that, go hi Lorna, hi Elizabeth, hi Sarah, and anybody else that I haven't seen. I am live on Facebook as well. So if you go on a video of this that's been shared to a group, I can't see the comments. I do try and look back afterwards, but Facebook just hates us so much and it never lets us see them. Right, not very often. But if you go to Emma's Happy Place Facebook page and you're watching live, I'll be able to see the comments there. So, hi Kelly. So, Colour Your World 2025. This is the third year of Colour Your World, which is just so exciting anyway. But this year, last year I gave a colour and a prompt. This year I've gave a colour and a prompt, but also I've put a Pantone colour so that you can put it into Google, have a look at the colour, and if you want to, you can use a colour close to that colour. Or it's up to you. It's a colour, it's blue, so you can do whatever you want. So for January, it's the colour is blue, and the Pantone colour is 2139, which I have up on Google here, and it is a dark blue, like a purpley blue. This is it here. It's a very nice colour blue. The prompt is new beginnings, and it creates something that symbolises a fresh start or resolutions. Now, what I decided to do was, maybe it's not for them all, but I thought we could revisit a new technique, or a technique that I used to do, or I did for GCSE art, that I absolutely loved, and it's a take on Cubism. My take on Cubism, we got explained it to us, and then we got told to do it. And this is kind of what I came up with. So this flower here is from one of my colour create kits. I've just glued it on, and then I've drawn lines coming from the outline of it all, and then you colour the main image in, say, 2 or 3 colours, and then the background in, say, 2 or 3 different colours, but so the contrasting, so you can still see the image. And then this one again, this is from the new A Little Bit Grungy kit. I did the same sort of thing. This one is a little bit busy, I feel, for it. But I thought tonight, because my New Year's resolution, or a plan for New Year, is to eat healthy. So I've drawn a simple apple that we're going to do. And I thought, if you want to try the technique, you can. If you don't, then you don't have to. But basically what I've got here is, now it could be blue paper, it could be blue pencil, it could be blue anything. Anything you've got, you can mix and match them up. So I have a very dried up blue, supposed to be sparkly. We'll not be using that one because it's dry. So we've got all different colour blues. Now I think Donna said that the closest she could see to it was Stormy Skies, I want to say, but this one here is Storm Dust. Now that's not a blue, but, and these are Intense pencils, this one here is Lapis Blue. We could mix them together. So I'm just going to do some swatching with different colour blues, and then I'll try and make the blue with watercolour from There you get a darker blue there, so you can mix and match them together, no problem. And that blue, obviously some of them aren't watercolours. You can use acrylic pens, whatever you like, felt pens, alcohol markers, acrylic paint, whatever you like. Oh, puppies. So just different blues. You do not have to pick that particular blue. Now what I'm thinking, to me it looks like purpley blue. So I've got next to us some watercolour gouache. And I'm gonna just see if we can mix up a colour that is similar to it. No, it's not that one, maybe it's a little bit darker than that. I'm going to put a little bit black in. Just a little bit more blue. So, and a little bit purple as well, I think. So purple and a dark blue, there we go. So all I've done is mix purple, blue and a tiny smidge of black, and we're getting a pretty close colour to it. Again, it does not have to be that colour. It doesn't have to be watercolour, it doesn't have to be anything. The colour is blue. Now, because apples are red, I'm going to pick contrasting colours like a red, a green and a yellow maybe to do the apple. But I'm going to show you the Cubism thing that I was talking about. It's really easy. It's a really nice technique. It's something a little bit different. And then I thought, if you want to, you can do your take on it. And then what you can do whatever you like. We're going to do other stuff with it though, with the blue colour. I will do another live after this using blue, like a journal page or something, or a card. But I thought this was something quite nice. I have lost my ruler. Oh, there it is. So all I'm doing is, what I've done is I've drawn a super simple apple and I've gone over it quite hard with the pencil, and then all I'm going to do is draw lines coming around it. I won't do it all. I have got another one which I've already started. Get back over there. And just all the way around it. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't even need to use a ruler if you don't want to. It's just a really cool technique. And I actually passed art. And don't worry about it being on all, sort of every single bit of the outline. If you miss a little bit, it's absolutely fine. Cubism, actually, I have wrote out some notes and things. New beginnings. That sounds absolutely perfect. But Cubism, I did do my homework on this. Cubism, and I wrote it down in a way I understand, is a style of art where objects, people and scenes are broken down into simple shapes like squares, triangles, etc., and then rearranged so that you're looking at lots of different angles all at the same time. I did pop it in the description of this video as well, in case anybody's interested. But Picasso, for instance, he was massive on Cubism. But at first he wasn't. He did loads of realistic artwork as well. Do you want to see my book as well that I'm working in? Look at that. How cool is that? Hi, Val. There's so many different artists. I have wrote names down here. So we've got Claude Monet. He used blue in loads of his. Oh, Klein Blue. That is a blue. Now, nobody else can use the colour he developed, right? He's called Yves Klein. He's got a colour called Klein Blue. Now, there is a colour called, an artist called Stuart Stemple, I want to say his name is. And he has made a blue that is very, very close to the blue, to Klein Blue. So that artists are allowed to use that colour now. It's very, very close. It's not that colour in particular. I think it might be a shade off. It might be half a shade off. But he has made it so that artists can actually use that blue, which is really cool. And other people, somebody, he also did a colour with that as well, which is a black, I think. The world's blackest black. So he's done that as well. So he is literally, quite literally, protesting against these artists gatekeeping colours. So I won't do too much more of this. I just want to give enough amount of shapes to, so we've got some good angles going on. Now you don't have to do every single bit inside the leaf if you don't want to. You can just do a few, just so we've got lots of different shapes on. Now I always do the actual image in the middle of it darker so that you can see it, because on this one that I've already done here, which I just drew a flower really, I started colouring in some of the bits that were the flower, and all I did was I went over with white, and we can change that no problem, but we're going to come to that one when I've done some more of this one. And I think looking all these things up, especially considering I did it for GCSE art, and this was what really got us into the art side of it. I've always loved crafting, but to learn about the art and the techniques and things that you can take into crafting is just awesome. I think that'll do. And then all you do is you pick 2 or 3 colours that are, we're going to go blues. I've got loads of blues here. I think I want to stick to pencil mostly for this one. And maybe it's an acrylic pen. So I think that one, which is azure blue. And I'll just flip this over so we can see the colours, see if we're getting enough of contrast between them. And this one here is mineral blue, which I'm pretty sure is... Oh, I've already got blue on my brush, Emma. Try that again. Yeah, that's a different enough. So we've got that one, and... No. Let's go with a grey, actually. Let's go with Storm Dust, and that'll go nice. Sorry, I had the thing in my... it's very much stained glass technique. Now, the way it was explained to me was pretty much Cubism is being brought into the modern sort of with this kind of thing. Obviously, Picasso is awesome, but it is a stained glass effect as well. Mostly, it's turning them into different shapes. Hold on, let's see. I've got notes. I have notes. I am actually prepared. I will get better at this. Also, fragmented art. That's what it can be used. Shattered or fragmented abstraction. Contemporary abstract Cubism artists are Mark Rothko, David Hockney, and Anish Kapoor. I think that's him who stole the other colour. Didn't steal it, he patented it, so it couldn't be. Oh, I'm lying. Ignorers. They are artists that use blue. Pablo Picasso had a blue period in 1901 and 1904. I will quickly grab the tablet again and show you some artists. Hi, Donna. So just give us a second. It's good that I can use this, isn't it? So abstract. We'll just go abstract art and show you. Just takes a second. That's not what I was looking for. Right. Abstract Cubism. There we go. That's what I was looking for. And we'll go straight to images. There, you can see all the different kinds. Now, I would imagine somebody else has done this some way along the line. But for me, it was that there. That's a Picasso-inspired one. I love it, but I wanted to do something a little bit different. This one, it's just a series of shapes that have been used. So, hold on. I'm going shopping now. How do I get that off there? So, the likes of... Where's this one here? It's literally just shapes, but it's all classed as the same thing. So I hope this gives you some sort of inspiration. See, just shapes. There's no actual image there. There's just loads of them. The tree, instead of it being... In fact, that's close to that. When you look at it, the way they've done the tree, but not the same. This one, so there's loads and loads of inspiration out there. If you Google it, it's really interesting, actually. And it's a different technique. So all I'm going to do is, you don't want the colours too close together. I'll use this first. And all I'm going to do is start filling out the colours. Now, it's colouring as well, so if you're a colourist, it's perfect and it's really easy. You can just use one of the colour create kits. You can just draw a simple image. You can use a stamp, whatever you like. You can just go with squares and triangles and build up whatever you like, basically. Like this, I would cut down. I wouldn't go all the way out with it. Oh. Bella's found her voice. Bella's finding her voice more and more. I think she's been listening to Luna. Either love the snow. Has anybody else had snow? So just going in. You can go in with pencils again after darker pencils and things and add shadow and shade around the edges of these if you want. But I think it's quite nice just having them as blocks of colour. But it's quite nice having some in pencil, some in watercolour, some in like a paint marker. I'm going to try not to stick my hand in it because I've already started here. I won't do too much of it. We might actually be able to do a journal page as well tonight, because this won't take up too long, because you will get bored if I do it all. If you go over one or you get sick of colouring little boxes in or whatever, just fill it in and go with it. So this one is the grey one. And this is an intense, so this is a watercolour. So all I'm going to do is fill a little bit of this in. And I'll come back in with a water brush. So it doesn't have to be intense. It can be any watercolour pencil if you're using them. Again, no rules at all. This is your challenge. This is your ideas. This is getting you thinking outside the box. It's getting you using things you maybe haven't used for a while. It's basically a mojo boost once a month. And is this the other one? Yeah. I will finish this one off though and show it afterwards. So I've got the 3. This is an intense pencil as well. I'll have that one here. In fact, we'll just make that longer so it's not too close together. And this one. Where's my brush? Ah, I'm missing loads of comments. Loads of snow. Yeah, there's loads of snow here as well. The puppies love it though. Saying that, the puppies love it, but once Bella got back and warm, she did not really want to go back out. Okay, and if you don't want to use a ruler as well, which I didn't use a ruler on the flower, what I'm going to do, don't, just go with it. It's very loose, it's very easy, it's very relaxing. Now, I did these ones the other night. I was just sitting with Christopher and the dog. I was just sat and we were chatting and I just did it. It was lovely. There you can start to see it come to life. Like I say, I will finish the apple, but we're going to move over to the flower now. I've already done that with blues. So you can already see it starting to come together really, really well. But, oh, there it is. This paper I've used is horrible. It is, actually, I'll tell you what paper it is. It's this one from Hobbycraft. Sean Marsh. It's the artboard pad. It's a mix. It's supposed to be for like mixed media, I think. It just says artboard. Maybe it's for just acrylics. Anyway, it's horrible with watercolour. Just saying. So this one here, I'm thinking we'll go with a pink, a yellow, and a green. And all I'm going to do is, this is the stem of the flower. So if you want to keep it more true to colours, you absolutely can. Just by doing less of the pink there. And again, I'm using Inktense pencils. It could be any pencil that you want. But you'll see it come to life. And this one isn't Inktense pencil. This is just a normal everyday pencil. I'm going to... Well, actually, pencils go on quite nice. Maybe it's a pencil pad. Who knows? like that. And then I will grab the brush. And this is where you'll see the difference. What are the pens? The pens I used, these ones, are shuttle art acrylic markers. It's what I've been using to colour in the resins. I use them, I've done loads with them in the last few lives. They're called shuttle art. They're not the most expensive ones. I got them when they were on a off Amazon, when they were just on like a deal. So I'll colour the blue. You see how it's not great for blending out the green, but it's fine. It'll do what we need for here. That yellow is nice. Now that yellow is called, oh, lemon. That's why it's nice. Lemon yellow. And you can see the stem coming. You can see the leaf there. Let's go in to the petals. So again, all I'm doing is I'm following the lines of the lines rather than the actual shape of the petals. So we're getting like a more boxy effect. Like this one here is more of a triangle. Than it was beforehand. I drew it in just like an oval type. But because I've added all these lines to it, I now follow the lines around to get the different shapes. Right. I'll have that one. I do as many as I can with one colour, then I go back in with a second, and then I fill in any spaces with colours that I haven't used yet. So I don't end up with too many together. You will always end up with a couple, but you don't have to worry about that too much because it will look separate, especially if you want to go over it with like a black marker after and really break it up. And then it can look more like stained glass because it'll look like you've got the lead that's melted into stained glass around. I don't think it's lead now, actually. Is it? It used to be lead, didn't it? That was melted on too. See, I've done it here as well. We'll just colour that in thick with... So I probably want more pink and yellow, if I can, in the petals. Oh. Oh. Outside shouting. Not like people in my street to be outside shouting on. No sarcasm there. Oh, again, I'm going in with the yellow. I say my street like I own it. There's always somebody outside shouting. And I'm as deaf as a post. So I can hear it. Right, so again, I don't want it to take too long because I really don't want anybody bored to tears. Who's going to give it a go? Yeah, I love intense pencils as well. Snow day will be good. Well, fingers crossed it snows a lot tomorrow for you. The snow's all good. It's very wet here now. It's been raining as well. How is your puppy, Amanda? Again, have a yellow one there, and then I'm going to go in with the green. Now, I have used green in the background. If I'd thought on, I probably wouldn't have done it in the middle, but it might make it quite nice, to be honest. Maybe more like a magic eye, so you have to look and see it a bit closer. I think it is a different colour green, though. I'm pretty sure it is. But what I am doing with this, because of this paper, I am filling the whole block in with the colour, so I don't get lines like the outside, so it does look different. Like the image does look different, but you can take it as complicated as you want. I'm pretty sure we've all got stamps, if you don't want to draw, with sort of images with less detail in. I know when I was doing the stamps, I drew plenty. I'm going to go back in with yellow here. And a bit red. A bit green here. So all I'm doing now is filling in all the little blocks that I can find that haven't had a colour in. And then we'll bring it to life. Right. So obviously the red isn't a water brush, and I will go over that again to even it out. But the green and the yellow is. All I'm doing is bringing that to life so it's nice and bright. Don't worry about if the colours mix too much. Always go back and tidy any little bits up later on. And all I'm doing on my hand is cleaning it off a little bit. It's just what I do. I think no, I hope I haven't picked the same green. I bet you I have. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's the apple that I want to do for my challenge. So there will be pictures of that going up. Now, there is an album open on the Emma's Happy Place Arts and Crafts group where you can... Hang on, we're going in with green here because it's still blue. Where you can add pictures of all your makes to. And I love to see... Again, it's not compulsory that you do it every month. It's more of just getting your mojo going rather than thinking it's a chore. I don't want it to be a chore. And I'm going to go back in and go thick around the edges here, because you can, if you don't go in too thick with your coloured pencil at first, you can go back in and layer up the colours. So you could even go in with a darker around the edges if you wanted to. So you could use a darker pink. I'm just going to try and fill in some of this. Oh, paper's sort of scrumpling up on us. It's not the best paper. It doesn't actually feel that nice either. Other people might like it though. It's just my opinion. Because the internet's a scary place if you see anything else. But there we go. That is the flower. And what I have found is that, I'm going to fill that in blue. You can get, you know, like the likes of the, where's it at? This sort of thing here. It's a Pebeo cream relief, and it comes out like a black raised line. Or you can use like glossy accents and things. But what you can do is go in with a pen, which I've got a laundry marker here, and you can sort of draw around the main image, just following. I mean, draw around the whole thing if you want. Just following. And again, this is completely up to you if you want to do it like this. Where you break up all the lines and it starts to look even more abstract. Because I think it was Picasso that used quite thick lines to break up his images. Sorry, concentrating. And obviously all the lines follow each other because they've come off, so it should be quite easy. To break them up and see it come to life a little bit more. Through the image and everywhere, just coming straight off the image. Like this one. This is the apple I started, so it's just the outline. The outline, and if you want to go inside, you can as well. If it's got loads of detail and it's got loads of lines and stuff in, you just end up with a whole crazy series of just tiny, tiny little boxes. I did that one at the start of the live. The live will be up forever and ever and a day, so you can go back and watch. Now, concentration levels. See that blue one there at the bottom should have been a colour, but I didn't do the outline in a thicker colour at first. So when I did it, I was a bit like, oh, where's all my lines gone? And I had to think about it. But I didn't use a ruler for this one. I just went for it, drawing the lines off, just going through like that. And I quite like the fact that it's a bit looser. Oh, there we go. I really like that. I really like it a lot. Something different. It's obviously not perfect. There we go. Let's just finish it off. There we go. Yes, I'm happy with that. Can I see my leaf? I don't think I can. I don't think I've done the leaf. There we go. There. I think I've got it all. And any bits that you miss, you can go back in and add. But I'm really chuffed to bits with that. Now, that on the front of a card, especially if you do it so it's not too busy, that on the front of a card would be lovely. A journal page. You could go around the edges and make it pop more. So you know how I usually go around the edge with the... Hang on, let's see if we can do it with this one where we're just experimenting on it. Now, I know this paper isn't the best, but if you go around with, you do dark grey, you could, whatever colour you want, depending on what you're doing, just go around and make it pop even more with a shadow. Now, I don't know how well it'll look. Let's try it the way. And already next month I've started working on that one. In fact, I've got right up till November done. I just need to research them and learn a bit more myself. A lot of it, I've made sure that I have learned something about it already, because like I've already looked into it, something that's interesting, something that I think might interest everybody else, give everybody a technique. It might loosen us all up a little bit. And don't throw your pencils like that, you'll break the lead. Get us all doing a little bit, something a little bit different in 2025, without it having to be a massive challenge. You don't have to buy anything extra for it. You don't have to, all it is time. And I would love to get as many people as possible doing it. So do share with your friends, share any crafty groups you're allowed to. Let's get people involved. Let's get people trying something different, using stash that they've had for ages and have kind of getting it and thought, I don't know what to do with that. Or we've had something new and it's just sitting there, and then of course something newer comes out, so use that, and let's just get using stuff. Like I say, even if it's just once a month, we'll pull something out, or something that we used to play with all the time, but then it ends up at the back of a drawer when new stuff comes. And well, I think I quite like that. What are we thinking? And you can choose any colours you want. Now, abstract is a more recent thing, the big colours and a lot of colours and stuff. When it first came about, it was mainly blues and browns and muted colours. The whole brightness came with the stained glass effects and more people doing it, and crafters and things like that. So you can do it however you want. You can quite easily use a very muted grey blue. But like I say, in the group, I have pinned it to the top of the page, all the prompts for the next 12 months. I haven't hid them. I'm not going to give you one a month. I've pinned it into some groups as well where I'm allowed. On the Facebook page, Emma's Happy Place. And I have also pinned it. It's in the community bit on YouTube as well. It is all it's all there. There will be information in the bottom of the video. Give us a thumbs up and all that jazz. Do share, subscribe anywhere that you are, Facebook, whatever, and give it a go. I'm not going to do a journal page tonight. I am going to do it another time. I think I'm just going to do this tonight, and then you can do it. I don't want to overwhelm you with a journal page and this and that and that, but this is Emma's Cubism. It's probably not. Somebody else has probably done it, but this is my take on it. This is what I did for GCSE art, and I did loads of them. Actually, what I did for my art, which made us think of the apple and the fact that the prompt is something new resolutions, things like that, was I drew fruit. It was still alive. I'll show you these two again that I have done. Excuse me. So I did use one of the Colour Create kits, which I think it could be trolls or flowers or something. Can't remember. It's in one of the Colour Create kits, this one. And again, I used the blues and things in the background and reds and yellows as a contrast. And then this one is more muted. I just used pencil, but all these little lines, this is the new grunge kit. I think it's too busy for this, so I didn't put the lines going through everything. Again, it's totally different to that one. And that one's totally different as well, because I didn't like straight line the edges off. This one I love. It's totally different. It's very much Picasso-ish, with having all the different like shapes with the flat edges, and it's not curved. But with that, do join in. If you do type it out, tag us in it and use the hashtag #ColourYourWorld. I'll be able to find it easier. I hope you enjoyed the first one. It's going to be fun. This is my Colour Your World book. Of course, I love it. And just a simple image, Donna. Don't try and do too much too quick. Like I say, the apple I did is perfect for it. Absolutely perfect for it. Especially to do first time. You've got to have a stamp. You've got to have an image of a flower or something that's really, really simple. A lot of my drawings are really simple. Excuse me. So if you've got a Colour Create kit, I would use 3 colours. 3 colours for the background. Obviously for the Colour Your World challenge, the colour is blue. So I would say 3 colours, including blues, for the background or the foreground, and then a contrasting colour for vice versa, so that the image is different colour to the background to make it pop. I am around 99.9% of the time, so do just give us a shout. Messages on Facebook, that's probably your best place to get us, where sometimes actually tells us I've got messages. Actually, I think YouTube started sending us, somebody commented now, so I am seeing a lot more of them. But if I don't see it, I will see it eventually. Outline stamp, perfect, Jane. Whatever you want, do not have to draw. Like I say, I just drew the simple apple because of the prompt, which is something new, resolutions and things. But obviously this one, I drew it, and these ones in here, I used images, and this one is super simple. This one hasn't got all the detail and everything. It's just got basic flower lines. So that's a Colour Your World, and that's a Colour Create image. So it's completely up to you. Go wild, have fun. I cannot wait to see. Cannot wait to see. Have a lovely week. Go try something new, and yes, share with your friends. See how many people can get involved. And thank you so much for keeping me company. I will be live for Colour Your World on the first Sunday of every month. Obviously if that changes, I'll do it the next Sunday, so it keeps everybody, but I will post some things for that. But at the minute, it's the first Sunday of every month. Colour Your World all year. It's all free. It's just to get our mojo going. Thank you so much, and lots of love. Have a lovely week. Go and build a snowman. I'll see you later. Bye for now.